Okay, so you've given us this really interesting piece. It's like a direct letter, right? To
Yeah, like
God.
dear God kind of thing.
Dear God, exactly. It's short, but man, it's full of so much. I mean, you've got wonder in there, some real anxieties.
Like a little bit of everything, a lot packed in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we going to make of all these questions and these global anxieties? That's kind of the mission today, I guess, to
Yeah,
deep dive into this,
I think
right?
that's a good way to put it, a deep dive,
Yeah,
because it's deep.
absolutely. So, like, right off the bat, I love this opening line. Love all the things that you made. Just like pure appreciation, right?
Yeah, totally. Like just this innocent awe at creation.
But then, boom, next line, we're hit with feeling like the new kid in town, like, whoa, that's a shift.
It is, right.
Yeah.
And I think that, maybe that kind of gets to like this core human thing. We're part of something so huge, but
But we still feel small.
exactly, like insignificant or like we don't belong.
It's funny how, like, even with all this beauty around, those personal anxieties still creep in. Like, uh, further down, there's that line, did you make me real pretty like the other kitties? Or the runt of the litter, I
Oh,
mean.
it's so relatable.
Right, like everyone's felt that way, wanting to fit in.
A desire for acceptance. It's just universal, isn't it?
Totally. But then, immediately after, there's this hopeful swing. Will I be blessed? With the keys of success, I will do my best. It's like,
Yeah.
even with those insecurities.
There's this drive, like this determination to try.
I think that's what makes it so powerful. It's both vulnerable and hopeful at the same time. But then, it goes beyond just the personal. It starts to look at the whole human experience.
Yeah, for sure. It acknowledges our differences straight up. You made us all different, our skins and religions, from countries to regions. And like, there it is, diversity.
And then, boom, it's like right into this plea for understanding. Please cut through the mysteries. Give me some clarity. This is insanity. It's almost like a cry for help.
Yeah. It's fascinating how it goes from individual worries.
To like huge global problems, just like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's that feeling of like, things are so complex, it's got to be insane.
And there's so much of that in this piece, especially when it gets to the whole, will you come down and save us from ourselves part.
That's a powerful line, isn't it?
And then it lists it all out, right?
Mm.
Addiction, starvation, pollution, sickness, weakness, wars. It's all there. Like everything we need saving from.
Really is a catalog of, well, our self-destructive tendencies.
Right. Is that the big question here then? Are we really our own worst enemy?
Maybe. I mean, look at the next line. You're too busy creating your love for us fading. Your love we are craving. That's a bit tricky.
Tricky, how so?
Well, is it saying we're abandoned? Or is it more about recognizing that we're on our own, Like we have free will, and with that comes responsibility.
That's a good point. And then later there's that part where it's like contemplating giving up. Should I just settle? Pin up my medals and die as an angel?
Almost like resigning yourself to fate.
Yeah, like finding peace and acceptance, maybe. But then
it goes right into, it's a merry-go-round.
yeah,
It all goes around. Round and round and round and round and round we go. It's like,
stuck, trapped in this loop, right?
and not just personally. I feel like we go, that's got bigger implications too.
Societally, yeah, definitely. Like, are we all just stuck in these patterns? I think that's something worth pondering.
Absolutely. And then, it ends with that final plea. Like it comes back to it again and again. Dear God, save us from ourselves. That's got to be the core message, right?
I think so. It's not about being saved from something out there, but from, well, ourselves, our own nature.
Which brings us back to that whole idea, are we our own worst enemy?
And if we are, how do we escape that?
Right. It's like, what's the solution? Do we have to find that within ourselves, or are we hoping for something external to save us? Exactly. And it's not necessarily a simple answer. It could be both, right? Or something totally different. But that's the point, isn't it? It's not giving us the answers.
It's giving us the questions.
Right.
So what we've seen in this deep dive is this journey. It starts with these personal anxieties.
Yeah, that feeling of not fitting in.
And then it goes to these observations on diversity and how that can be a source of conflict.
And then that desire for understanding, for clarity, for something to make sense of it all.
And then that constant plea for help, save us from ourselves. Like, how do we do that? How do we break free from these cycles?
And that's the thought I want to leave you with. What does it mean to be saved from ourselves? Is it an internal thing? External? Both? What does that look like in your own life and in the world around you?
So many questions to think about.
Deep ones, too.
Deep dive indeed.